Welcome, my lovely dears, to what I have been informed is the 100th session of the Western Chivalrics. When last we left off, our incredibly glorious chivalrous knights, well, they delved an ancient magical tower that appears to be home to a Lich, which is about as knightly as it gets when it comes to slaying your evil foes. Unfortunately, on this historic session, Ariel is not available. I will be piloting her, and I also. Uh, she already knows what you're going to do this session, and so I also have her pre-canned responses.
Interesting.
Which is always good. I mean, it would be wrong for you to kick down the door to a great foe and then just Ariel doesn't fucking say anything. So, I asked what she'd say.
Does
Did
she at
she
least
give you
drop the Belmont quote?
did she give you a soundboard?
No, I'm gonna have to
Ah,
actually use my worst voice instead. Deliver her statements. Gonna have to unroll it like one of those fucking PR firms. I'm sorry, but turn out that was a crime that was performed on the premises. No,
Did you guys see that diorama I posted last night?
no.
Nope.
I posted in Vigigame.
Oh,
Ah,
I'll
yes,
post
yes,
it again in
that's
oh
VCQ.
yeah, no, yeah, that one. Yeah, no, that fucks. Yeah, I did see that. Sorry. Yeah, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, when you said Belmont, all I imagined was Bob running up and just punching you in the face. You must be Bob.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, that yeah. You must be the Belmont.
Okay. But yes, it's fucking sweet, that diorama. But yes, we pick up where we left off with our hero sort of charging through this building in the tower. Where dead should be arising from their graves, not really any are. Faunra's running around with an aura that stops that from fucking happening. Which is pretty convenient, all things considered.
Yes, get fucked, you stupid lich and all your minions.
Get owned, corpse nerd. Yeah. You currently still have some buffs active on yourselves. They tend to last for quite a bit longer, so you've got time for a quick jaunt around. Up ahead of you is a large urn of gold. You notice that it said Sunstar on it.
Yeah, sadly, I was the only fucker that remembered.
Yeah. Let's see here. There is also a staircase going down that's actually signposted. There's a lovely little ivory plaque that reads Library.
well, I'd love to take a look at that, but we have buffs on, so we need to kind of zip towards the boss.
Sure thing. Unfortunately, their door appears to be locked.
So describe this door for us. Where is it?
Right there.
Ah, yes. Does this look like
It's
it's
a
going up to the big old tower?
Yeah, it looks like it's an elevation room. Again, the tower itself is like a one-person ladder thing that you would go up into to see things if you desperately needed to. Like, the actual majority of this building is the floor itself.
Yeah.
Think of it like a church with a clock tower.
I'm just hoping the witch herself is not like at the top of this. We have to ladder climb up. Is what I'm worried about.
It would be an exceptionally awkward fight for her, and you didn't see her stood atop the tower watching you all approach.
Okay.
It's not actually very menacing to be like hanging on to a ladder, going, "Oh fucking, are there adventurers out there?"
Well, I mean, presumably there's somewhere you stand up there and then just shit on us while we're climbing up the ladder, literally or figuratively.
It's a possibility.
Well, I
Sadly,
sure
those
don't see any
bowels haven't
traps.
worked for a while. All right, Faunra, you've walked down into the library. You can see that all of the bookcases and books in here are incredibly well maintained. You've seen this before when your companions cast mending on shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like this library has been restored to its full glory.
What's this
Right.
on the ground here?
That one right there appears to be a book that reads. In fact, no, that one appears to be a hollow book containing a flask.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
And the map is a very large, incredibly detailed map of a place that you've never seen or heard of before.
Huh. Well, I guess I'll take them.
Sure. Roll me a perception test as you do so.
Oh boy, perception.
Alright, you don't notice anything. Yeah, you can pick up the map and take a quick gander.
We doing
Uh,
perception rolls?
Alright,
Well,
it's just
no,
Faunra
only
where she's
Faunra was in
walked
there.
into the library.
Come on, Faunra,
no.
we gotta go.
Oh no, books.
Okay, so this door appears to have a gigantic arcane lock on it. Oh, good, you made an investigation check. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da. Would Ariel have been moved up by now?
Yeah, almost certainly.
Okay.
Slide a Cass in next to you.
16.
All right. I'll also need one from Cass. She's right there.
Okay. Do. 22.
All right. A 16 is not enough. A 22 certainly is. As you investigate this door, runes burn into being that say "fuck you" and then explode.
Yay!
All right. 30 fire damage, Trist, and 15 for Cass.
Ow. I think you mean 15 for me, too. Wow.
Haha.
Okay. It's gonna quickly chug a pot on both of us, I guess.
Still think.
Alright. Come on, let's go.
Going
You
away.
say
It's still
a-
locked.
Yeah, Jesse, do the thing.
I don't want to get exploded. All right.
Runes are one-use things. You'll be fine.
All right. Do you get a crit? Is basically what we need here.
It's
No,
fucking
she rolls.
close.
She rolls incredibly well, but it's not enough. Like, I need a key. I'm sorry. I can't. She taps like just a metal plate. It's a flat metal plate. I can't. There's nothing to pick here.
Bob, do you have a dispel on you?
I do have a dispel on me.
Well, hit it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I recommend stand back a little bit.
Yeah, Jesse like immediately like ducks into this corner here.
If I were to hide a key,
Probably in the
Okay.
fucking blood pool or something, or in the
that's what I was thinking.
that or the urn.
Or if there's a
Um,
library, you'll pull on one of the books.
There's a library that has been repaired. That has been fastidiously repaired.
Should I go take a peek first?
There's also this pathway here.
Peek at what, Bob? Yeah, that pathway appears to lead to another like looks like a resting place with a great big golden urn at its zenith.
But
You're too far away to read it from where you are.
Yes, I am aware. Yeah,
But it's very similar to the previous one you saw, as evidenced by the fact that they are the same token.
How about you just hit the dispel?
Yeah, Bob, it's going to be a test. The luck on this is much higher than like bitch tier basic dispel.
Okay, so how do we fucking do the spell again? It's a
It's an
I altered my thing. It acts as dispel magic. Yeah, sorry. It's DC 10 plus the spell's level.
it's a
yes,
wisdom
but that
ability
wasn't the
check.
question.
Wisdom
Yeah,
ability.
there we go.
Well, spellcaster
Also,
ability.
do you have any totems left, Bob?
No, I used it up last
Okay,
to give everyone that buff there.
excellent. Just gonna chug my last potion of heroism then.
Sure thing. Re-hero up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, Bob, it is not enough.
Looks like
Hold
we
on.
still
So
need to
it's
find the key.
It is
Hold on,
greater
hold
than
on,
level 6.
hold on. I have Flash of Genius. That's a
I
20.
guess that is an ability check. Alright, with a 20, you see the protections on this door begin to like crumble and give way. There is a flash of magic from behind that door, even as it swings open. Like you see a purple glow or a glitter of something from beyond its little destination. Let's see here. This should be fun. All right. The door swings open, and you are greeted by the sight of a gigantic skull. It appears to be made of some kind of, well, at least natural bone material. There are cracks and webs passing through the length of it, and great big, deep, hollow eyes, and burning red braziers upon either side of it. More importantly than that, however, the room is quite occupied by two figures.
Oh
Oh,
no!
oh no.
Oh, hi.
One, a rather tall, incredibly handsome man of slick back, raven hair, wearing dark black plate covered in almost a mockery of religion. You can see it's got the classic, like, stamps and verses and streamers attached to him, like some kind of fucking space marine. He has at his side a large broadsword, and there is a shield covered in cracks and webs and spikes. At the same time, there is another individual, a rather tall and unsettlingly lithe-looking Lich figure. Skin still hangs to them, but it appears to be made of, like, quite solid
the-
leather.
Lady,
How did you do that?
I don't know how I have control over that token, but I don't know why I was even selecting that token.
Weird.
That's better.
Saying, the flesh that is upon her body appears to be like solid cured leather as opposed to like actual humanoid flesh. They've clearly gone for some kind of an upgrade. Their clothing is covered in what appears to be like gems and silks, etc. The spell that activated as this door opened appears to be some kind of contingency, as three crystals sort of blot into existence above them and begin to glow. Tristan, you're going to be rushing forward with that bay?
Yeah, as soon as I see fucking Vladdy Drac up in there, it's time to pull the sword and just hurl myself in, screaming wordlessly in rage.
Sure. Give me a perception test as you do so.
Look, I know he's not real.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately Tristan's retarded, so
He's just angry. I get it.
never mind. I guess Trist fucking figures it out too.
He has a
that,
big brain.
like, he probably gets, like, a drag on his shoulder when, although he looks, like, completely solid and normal, and he's being backlit by that flame behind him, it's not casting a shadow. And you've seen Cassie. She casts a shadow when she was a vampire, so he's almost certainly not actually there. And charging it would probably be, like, blundering dead on into some kind of horrible trap spell that you just saw got activated.
It's like when you first enter Northrend and the Lich King keeps appearing as a phantasm.
He's fucking with you. The effect, however, is not ruined like it is in the game, because you don't see him like pop in part by part. Ariel will stalk forward because, as I say, she had to keep this under wraps because I told her, by the way, this is the first time ever the party's going to see Velthramar, and I know you're not going to be here, and that's going to suck. I'm telling you this so you could give me a response. So her first reaction is to similarly draw forth her blade, the very bane of vampires that it is, She holds her shield at her side and levels it towards Dracul. He speaks up. At last. You little fuckers have been keeping me waiting for an awfully long time. Show you've been putting on began as something interesting, but I am officially tired of you all. Let's see here. That statement is made with a reflexive attempt to cast fear on the lot of you. But I believe you are protected by someone's fucking effects at this.
Let's see. Aura of Courage, maybe? Well, she doesn't have that.
No, that's too high level.
I don't think we have a fear immunity aura up.
No, in which case I will wash this over all of you. You all have advantage against it because he's not actually there. But the DC is a charisma saving throw of 16. As a wave of fear washes out from him and over all of you. Preemptively, I already have the GM rolls for this. Ariel is fine.
Okay.
Hallie doesn't notice either because she's like wearing the cutest brooch.
I thought there was a paladin aura that made you immune to.
There is. She's not high
we
enough
don't
level
have
as a
it.
paladin.
That's the thing.
Trist, for you, all of a sudden you're like a child again. You see this shadow-wreathed figure with a cloak and metal and armor and planes reaching out and running you through, stabbing you into your own mother's leg. It's a pretty horrifying experience for the both of you. And you feel that terror all over again. Cass, too, she feels similar PTSD here. The day that her boyfriend got his neck snapped and she was pinned down and bitten. Not a good time. Both of you are quite spooked. Jessie actually was smart. She's not in sight of this aura. He does not have a way to see her. I think also similarly Tiara is out of his line of sight.
Well, that's good.
So hey, your companions are alright. Faunra, you pass. Taji, I still need a charisma save from you. I also need one. Bob, you pass.
Mayrog's immune because lol.
Yep. Still defenders don't care.
Oh, I have a once per rest ability to just immune myself from fear, so I will do that.
Okay. And
Holy
Taji is
shit.
fucking couldn't give a shit less. Good on you.
Now that's a fucking charisma save.
She stared into the darkness. The darkness has stared back and still called her a good kitty. So, she's okay. Yeah, you can, you trigger fear.
I was gonna ask, given how fat Ariel's ass is, are we not like in cover?
No.
Unfortunately, she doesn't provide total cover, no. Maybe if she squeezed her legs together, she could protect one person.
Yeah. You may all approach a bit if you are unspooked. Ariel herself certainly is going to do so.
Like, if we're allowed to act now, I think it's just fucking initiative.
No, I mean more like he's in the middle of talking, so you can move up 10 feet so that you are just all stood in the doorway like idiots. So yeah, Ariel moves up by 10 feet so that she's.
I would love to move up by 10 feet, but there's this giant ass in the way.
Get over here.
Yep.
Cass can't. Narrow over here.
Bob, that is so much more than 10 feet. You were like, you were all the way back here. Alrighty. Pick a fucking side. See,
Yeah,
he's running around.
I'm measuring.
It's
you're measuring with your token. 10 feet.
It's 10 feet, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2.
It's 2 squares.
Sure.
Cass can't move up.
Yeah, no, she's too spook.
Taji,
Taji can also
move up?
move up if she wants to. 10 feet.
Oh, sorry.
You
Let
will-
me just do that.
Yeah, of course, of course. Velthamar will look over Ariel and he'll squint as though surprised before eventually sighing and shaking his head. You, I would offer, at the least, ascension, but I doubt very honestly that you would take me up on this offer.
Knowing you had such a
Ariel
big boner for a grandma.
Ariel will glower. If you've been watching, then you know what we're to do. I know we're going to stop you and the chain of disasters that you've set into motion. This dark blight you're setting over the land, undoing everything that Agriella worked for. And this land will have a new age of blessed light. I have no desire for your ascension. It's just falling for the abyss of darkness. Offer what you will, for I will remain steadfast. And she said so mostly to bait him. A mention of Agriella to have him do something interesting. And it did. She had to GM roll me an insight test with her bunny who was not good at insight. She rolled a 19 and then used her heroic 1d4 to push it into his bluff threshold. And she noticed that mention of Agriella cut Velthramar to the fucking quick. He winces and looks over everybody. And there is some consternation on his part when his eyes sort of catch a glimpse of Faunra and the Shield of Life, before his attention turns to the Lich. We're done here. The entire island, the ground beneath you and far away, begins to feel like it is shaking itself apart. All of you can feel this sort of weight bearing down on you, crushing from a great distance away as undeath in the vicinity doubles and redoubles and retriples. The world outside becomes noisy. Where you are, the dead can't rise, but it looks like he has set everything else into motion. He is about to vanish before a wall behind him smashes. It bursts open, and there is snarling, growling, and roaring, loud enough to shake the room. It snaps Cassie out of her fear effect. As, blasting through the surface,
I know it.
is Princess Therese. However, she is now wrestling with three large skeletal figures, giant-sized skeletal figures. Velthramar flickers and disappears as his brazier is destroyed. The giantess looks out across the room and then charges right back through the smashed wall, roaring and screaming in giantish. Ariana looks perplexed,
I guess she did have fun storming the castle.
and then looks to the rest of you. I was expecting a little bit more of a dialogue. Apparently not.
Yeah, me too. Oh well, just settle for beating your ass to death.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, well, let me give you a refresher course.
I hate it when they fight for the last word.
Really tempted to just last word that too, but
I know, I was waiting for it.
Skill issues.
It sounds like a skill issue. Jesus be bowling.
yeah, well, I hate your face.
Okay. So,
Wow. Oh, I
Uh,
didn't have Tiara selected again.
What
It's
are
a
you?
cold stray. Well,
Wow, burn
see
that
y'all
crit right here.
later.
The
Tiara and Faunra are fucking on top of things here.
Well, in this case, Tiara is a 23.2, but still fucking just raring to go.
And it's faster than Faunra's crit.
Yep.
And look at my mighty 1.08.
Oh yeah.
Here's
I should
Ariel.
throw in Ariel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I only care because her giant fat ass is in the entire party's way again.
I'm spending her inspiration for advantage so that she gets the fuck out.
Thank you. Only helps like half of us, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than helping none of you. Literally, she would go last apart from Jesse and Bob.
Lord.
All right. Something does happen at the beginning of the fight. In fact, it is called It Begins. A globe of invulnerability, greater invisibility, and summon legions. Of course, summon legions doesn't do anything. You've got a Faunra right there.
Taji,
But
counterspell.
Yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Which one?
Greater invis, probably. I think Globe of Invulnerability isn't that.
No, you need to do it on the globe because the globe of invulnerability
All
stops
right,
you
that
from
makes you immune to
counterspelling
spells.
anything.
That's fair. Okay,
That's
yeah.
right,
Use
yeah.
Globe.
Yeah, the globe.
Give it a go.
Gotta spell the globe. Let's see, I roll.
Oh,
Yep, you're gonna have to
I
roll
will
for
give
it.
you my. I will give you my inspiration for this roll.
Okay.
What?
Spellcasting-
Charisma.
Spellcasting ability test. So
Charisma
just hit
ability
your-
check.
Yeah, charisma button.
I'll just throw my save then, because it's save.
No, that's different.
It's different because
Really?
your save has
Yeah.
a proficiency in it.
This does not.
I thought
No.
No,
it doesn't.
when you
it's
make an
just a
ability
charisma
check
ability check.
with when you make an
Oh, just
ability
ability
check with
check,
your
okay.
spell casting ability, you just hit
So-
that ability.
It's still a
That's
20
13
though.
then.
So
20.
It's still
Oh,
over
20?
20. That is enough to stop Globe of Invulnerability. Greater Invisibility still snaps into being,
it's not great,
she
but
does
Okay.
not get her immunity to dispels and counter spells, etc.
which is good because we're gonna need Bob drop a dispel on that fucking greater invis.
I'm going last, my dude. There's no way.
I
Hell.
mean, we'll have to
I'll
figure out
cast a
what square
dispel.
she ends up in, but you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna just bloop. I'm gonna leave her token there. That's so far as you're aware where you last saw her. Tiara, your go. Kina?
sorry, Tiara. Okay, well she doesn't. So this person's she's invisible, right?
Correct.
I'm not sure what Tiara can actually do then. With the enemy
will
being
say-
invisible.
I will say, if she's anywhere here, I will be able to see her.
It's true, Bob can see invisible.
No, she hasn't had a turn, so she can't have moved. She's exactly where she was when she casted it, which is out of Bob's line of sight. But Tiara saw her go invisible. Again, she's presumably in that space.
Tiara will ready an action to fire when she can see the enemy, because there's nothing she can do if she can't see the enemy.
Sure, which weapon?
The crossbow.
Are you sure
Okay.
about that?
Why would I not?
Because disadvantages. Well, I guess she wouldn't have disadvantages. She can see. It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's for when she can see the enemy. So
Probably fine.
Probably. Nothing could probably go wrong. Faunra.
Faunra is going to rage as a bonus action, and then she will, I guess, step forward.
Rock and roll.
Let's see here. What's this purple shit on the ground?
And Aura.
grape juice.
It's grape juice.
20. Well, I don't know where the enemy.
No, it's just residue of the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid.
All right, well,
giant.
let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
when she smashed through the back wall.
Well, I can't get close to the enemy if I don't go through it, so step into it.
All right. Yeah, carry on.
All right, she will. Let's see. And at what point? I'm gonna start moving this way. At what to where the enemy used to be or might still be? At what point does Faunra's glove start to glow?
Yeah, it glows when you're there.
Well, the enemy. She doesn't know if the enemy is still standing in that spot or not. So she will attempt to swing into that spot.
Yeah, a reminder, it could mean that she is in anywhere of these three.
I know.
Really any of these spaces.
She could be
hit,
anywhere
although
around
considering
me.
you approached, then it means she's only on this angle.
Yes. So I will give it a test swing into the space she was.
You're recklessing?
It is a lich, so definitely I am absolutely recklessing against this horrible, horrible monster. Only 16.
Only 16.
No, it's a crit fail.
Yeah.
No, I'm recklessing.
Yeah, but you have disadvantage.
You
'cause-
also have disadvantage from swinging at someone who you can't see.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's right.
You're going to like sweep through the space and go prone, let's say, instead of like completely flinging your sword away. Keep it a little bit more interesting, and also because I like using my favorite token marker of all time. Once Roll20 stops trying to freeze. I opened a complicated sheet, and now the whole thing's just like, it's panic time.
I appreciate the diversity beyond just you always just drop your weapon.
Yeah.
That's why I made a table.
Okay. Behold, my favorite token marker, sideways person. It means prone. Okay. And then a lair action. Which, fuck, where is it all gone? Where are all the lair actions? Right, they are on the sheet that I was trying to load and did not want to load. Try and load it again. There we go.
How many swings do you have, Kina? Do you just lose all
You
out?
have another one.
Yeah, you can go again, by the way.
You
Sorry.
can't be any
I
more
am
disadvantaged than you already are.
I'm prone now, and I
Yeah,
can't
you can just
get
swing
out.
from the floor.
Okay, I'll swing at this square, I guess.
Sure. You miss. I'll just lay that one on you.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. You can take a lair action to cause one of the following magical effects. Can't use the same one twice in a row.
Tasha.
Tasha! Oh. Can't do the summon. Yeah, alright. An effect happens that you can't see. Faunra, you feel something tether onto you.
Hmm.
It feels sick and wrong.
Ugh.
Okay. Cassie. Looks like the roaring royal paladin who just sort of slammed through the wall, deferred her. Mostly because I realized, like, if that fear save went poorly for your whole party at the start, and none of you could get in through the door, it'd be very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It's like
you know.
hosed the corridor with dark magic.
Cass is gonna come here and drop a protection from undead 15-foot radius and get everybody who's not Faunra.
Sick.
That
That
means
is pretty good.
they have disadvantage to hit us and advantage for us to hit them.
Not advantage to hit them, but we do get immunity to fear, possession, and charm.
Okay.
And then she's going to finish
Very
her move
big.
to get into a corner.
Sounds schmirk. Move!
Which buff effect should I use for that then? I'll just use a little shield.
Sure.
I mean, I just know it's the whole fucking party except for
Okay. Well,
Ariel. It's
then I'll
fine.
just take it off. Boop.
Yeah.
All
There are already
right.
a lot of
Do
tokens
you want
going
me?
around.
Do you guys want a dispel or a bless? Boop.
If you can dispel the bitch, that's great. I mean, we know where she is.
All right. Hallie's gonna try to dispel. It's a wisdom check, I believe.
Yep, rock and roll.
No.
No. Greater invisibility is maintained. Ariel's turn.
Unfortunate.
Let's see here. And thankfully, Ariel has skimmed down her character sheets like seemingly endless selection of buttons. Actually, before her turn, let's do a legendary action because they're fun.
Yep. Gotta get those out of the way.
Yep. Faunra, look out. Boop.
Oh no.
25 to hit you. Give me a con save.
Yeah, well, that will hit me.
It doesn't work.
Oh, no, yeah, you got oil. You're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Slip.
The
You just take some oil
oil.
damage.
It finally comes. And it finally comes.
Yep,
into
finally came in.
clutch. There we go.
That is fine. Okay. And then, yes, Ariel. Charge. And I think she is going to spend... Actually, no, she's not going to charge all the way in. She's going to get out of the way for all of you. And then do the old power up on everything. So she... Magus converts. And with her standard, does the old fucking... What was it? Powers up her Caliban so that she crits on the 19s.
Nice.
Should be fun. All right.
Is there something you can do for your roll to make it so if you hit 19 or 20, then it automatically registers as a, so it goes green, so you can know?
Yes, you can make a specific weapon attack and then change the crit from 20 to 90.
Yeah, if you hit the cogwheel, you can see crit range is right there.
Okay.
So I just open her sheet and set the crit range to 19.
Good to know.
I don't think she's going to bother with Hex. I mean, she doesn't have the action economy to do it this turn anyway. That's her. Taji.
All right.
Yeah, and
My turn to dispel.
Hex is per...
All right.
Good luck,
You
Katie.
run up and try a dispel. Give me a charisma test.
Whoa.
Yeah, you
Whoa.
fucking burn it away.
Yes.
She is revealed again. Yeah, still stood in the exact same position she was when it activated as a contingency.
And that triggers Tiara.
Yep.
Tiara, make your attack.
Tiara! Will spend her inspiration to shoot.
Das Crossbow.
23 to hit. Not a great damage roll.
It
but-
hits and deals 0 damage.
Oh. Immune
Yeah,
to
she's
non-magical.
immune to non-magical.
Shit.
I
Tris,
caught myself before I spoiled that.
thank you.
Wait, your second attack, Kina?
She
It's a
can't swap
pro-
weapons as
yeah.
part of a ready action.
Oh, okay.
4. Wait, I'm flying. Thanks, Cass. However, I don't really have any desire or reason to get into melee with this bitch because I can throw my weapon. And I'm 20 feet away.
No,
oh,
you
wait,
do
no.
not. You don't have flying because you cast protection.
Yeah, Cass was concentrating on flying, and now she's concentrating on protect.
Was
I'm
that
dead.
a concentration spell?
I'm
It
pretty sure the
probably is.
protection spells are, yeah. Yeah. Protection spells are concentrate.
Well, poop. Okay.
It's the resist spells that aren't.
You know, that's fine. Okay, let me start over then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get here, which is within 20 feet. Perfect. And then fucking unload on this bitch.
Rock and roll.
Let's see. Bonus action to stick, I don't know, psychic paper on here? Yeah, let's go with psychic.
Let's have a look. How do you feel about psych? Okay, cool.
Alright. So, first attack. Bop. A Lamau.
Wow, you opened with a crit? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
All right,
Wow.
rock and roll. You got any other fucking shit you're adding onto this?
I mean, I might as well throw in a rune of fire to try and
Yeah.
paralyze or restrain her. Make it even easier to hit her in the future.
She is
Yes,
immune to restrained.
Oh, well. She takes
Yeah.
8 extra fire damage. Neat. She immune to
Okay.
that too?
No, actually,
Okay.
surprisingly enough, I was like, wow, she has all of these really cool immunities and like resistances and fucking fire. Really, fire gets through. All right, fine.
Wait, she... Okay, DM, I have a question.
Sure.
She's a solid-bodied entity. Does she actually have restraint as an immunity?
Yes.
Maybe she's covered in oil slipperiness, Hedrah. How do you know?
Her leather skin glistens.
Oh
Well,
no!
I mean,
Okay.
you can make an Arcana test.
I'm guessing a 14's not gonna hit.
No.
Oh well. Action surge? Also, her health bar didn't move.
I haven't rolled it yet. I was doing the
okay.
adding and waiting to see your next attack roll in.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't just getting fucking zeroed out. All right,
Yep.
Bop bop.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have bless on. Hold on. Would an 18 potentially hit?
Could, yes.
Okay. How about a 17?
Nope.
Okay, and then the 18 does hit, so that's nice.
Yep. Another 53.
Nice. And then, because I have 5 feet of movement left, I will get the fuck out of the way, and also out of whatever this aura is, because it scares me.
Sure. At the end of your turn,
It's
let's go with casting a spell.
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no.
This one looks fun.
Oh goddammit.
Gonna ghost and use him as an aura.
I mean, yeah, that's less than ideal.
Orange, because if I remember rightly, Cloud Killer's a viscous, terrifying orange color. Oh no, it's green,
Yellow
yellow
green.
It's mustard
And you make
gas.
it puke colored.
Pure green. One brain cell here.
Alright. Guess literally everybody except Mayrog, who's just immune to poison.
And yeah, let's place that right there.
Makes sense. Alright. Con save from Tristy. Nice. That should be 5 lower, but that's fine, I think. And Cassie, who does not have bless. Oop.
But she has, all of you have advantage on your save because you have the spell.
Yep, because you've got protection from that.
Protection.
I don't think that works on just every spell.
It
No,
does.
it's all spells and effects cast by an undead.
Or
Yeah, it's fucking baller as hell.
mine is 4 lower than that, but it's still an 18. I think I'm alright.
Yeah, 18 passes. I think. Yes.
Right. And then Cassie gets a 20 then.
Ariana.
Yeah, I don't think I 16.
Oh
is
no,
not
her spell
bad.
DC, her spell save DC is 20.
Oh. Well, Cass is fine, and I'll use an inspiration on myself, I guess.
Tiara.
Inspiration.
And
Sorry,
she's gotta roll a
Flash of
Constitution
Genius.
save, huh?
Oh, Flash of Genius, sure.
That goes on ability checks or saving throws.
Yep. You are also in it, Taji.
Yeah.
You are in the aerial zone though, so you get a +4, which makes that a pass.
Yay.
Okay. And then on her actual turn.
You do need to roll damage for that, though.
Oh, of course.
It still does half damage on a success.
Wow, it was not a great roll.
No.
I couldn't get above a 5 there. I was distinctly below average.
Yep.
So everybody who passes still takes 10. Okay. And then, yeah, her turn begins. She blinks over to here as the fog cloud moves 10 feet. 2. Welcome back. Can I get a con save, please, Moo? Versus 20 poison damage. The DC is 20.
Ew. Sorry. My tummy hurts.
That's okay.
No.
All right, that's 20 poison for you. If you were concentrating on something, give me another check for
I didn't have
concentration.
it. I didn't know.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Cass needs to make a con save.
Oh, yes, one for casting. Oof.
She's fine.
20 poison for her.
No, that was for the concentration save.
Oh,
She
concentration.
passed
right,
the
yes,
poison
yeah.
save.
Oh, of course. Okay, cool. And then
Come at me, bitch.
each non-undead creature within 20 feet of her must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw against the disruption of life.
Oh.
So if you're in that purple aura, DC 18
Which
Constitution saving throw. Her one. You're not
Cass
in it,
is
Bob.
hard behind a corner. Does she have full cover?
She's just in the
Oh,
aura, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Con save?
Cassie.
Yep. DC
Oh.
18.
And twisty.
It's with the
Ooh.
Paladin aura. So.
Yep. Ariel.
What did it do on my turn?
Nothing happened on your turn.
Nothing on your turn.
yet.
It's it cast a cloud kill on the area, and now she's blinked forward and is trying to drain life on everyone.
It's stinky.
Okay. 21 necrotic damage.
Is that half on a success or
Half on a success.
okay?
So that is 10 on Faunra.
It's 5 on Faunra.
5 on.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
resistant.
5 on-
Oh yeah, we have necrotic resist. That's right.
Okay.
A bunch of us are.
5 on Trist. 10 on Cass. 5 on Taj. And 10 on 5 on Ariel.
Oh, she's about to get a lot of HP back, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, no, it could have been a lot more. Let's see here. Now, what do you actually want to do? Turn. We have some fun spells. I feel like I should definitely just be using big spells.
Yeah.
What's this one? Ooh, fun. Hey, Trist.
Yeah.
Finger of Death.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Out.
Well, luckily I can't die from that, but I will potentially get. No, I'm fine. Half as
Alright,
much on a
so
successful save, so that's
27, and then
22.
that becomes 13.
27 is yeah. Okay, you're right.
27, and
All
then
right. I'll trust you on math.
and then 13 damage is what
Yeah.
it becomes for you.
Yep.
That is not as impressive a follow-up heal as I was expecting, but oh well. And then as a bonus action, she opens a black silk bag. And revenants pour out.
Oh.
Bag of holding of
bag of holding, but it's got ghosts in it. That's actually pretty funny.
zombies.
Zombies, whatever.
Revenants are
Revenants.
neither of those things. They are.
So-
They are an
They're
undead
undead.
subtype. They are undead subtypes. at
They're a
least.
physical undead. They're a zombie.
Yep. I'm gonna hit initiative, even though they go after her, all of them. But
Oh, conveniently.
Just have a.
yes, she can't raise any undead, but she sure does have a bag full of them already prepared.
That's
I
fucking
love it.
hilarious. I love
This
that.
is a helpful get. I literally had to double check that she wasn't just 100% fucked in this fight. Thankfully, this magic bag that she has is gonna do you a solid.
It's a special tool that'll help us later.
It's a special tool that will help us later. All right, and then the revenants. Let's also slow down Faunra. Okay. 2 fist attacks. So, Tristy, slap,
Mhm.
slap.
No.
Terrible.
Want to try that again, Captain?
No, I'm also going to turn off the description because it's just you. Let's see here. Oh, you are knights, so they do have sworn vengeance against you, which is nice. I should probably just roll it in. You're literally all knights. I don't have to worry about this shit. 46 extra bludgeon.
That's a lot of damage.
It is. Taji. Punch, punch. 18, 19.
Miss both of them.
Both
Ariel.
are disadvantage.
Punch, punch. Also true.
Oh right,
Actually.
yeah.
11
Yeah.
and 9.
Protection versus undead. Yeah.
And Faunra, punch, punch. And Ariel. You think everyone is fine? Actually, no. That was one whole hit on Ariel.
Wow.
Oh, which ones are on Faunra?
You're okay.
I'm okay. Okay.
I think she can just soak that.
Just takes 26 damage and it hurts. Actually, Faunra was reckless.
I'm
So
prone.
1, 2.
I'm also prone.
Yes,
they would
but
just be
15
normal
and
attacks.
16
Still, yeah, but yeah,
misses.
like a 15 and a 16 aren't hitting you.
No.
Unfortunate. Jessie is gonna start in the cloud, which she hates.
Well, that's a 10.
Shame that mask of hers isn't helping. It's not actually a gas.
It gives her advantage. It does.
Oh,
it does help, but
Oh,
it
It didn't
she
help.
already has advantage, and it didn't help. She takes 22 poison. She is going to throw psychic daggers at the Lich and then run over here so that she's not in the cloud when it moves.
Makes sense.
Oh no. Miss. Unfortunate, because that was a fucking unbelievably.
That
Oh
was
no,
just-
I left a poison on it. Never mind. That would be why. That was
Okay.
such a high number, but it was still a miss.
She got
Unfortunate.
another knife.
She does have another.
No, she doesn't. She used the bonus to dash.
Does she need to?
Pretty sure she does.
I mean, she can get all the way the fuck over there.
I
guess she wants to double move.
Yeah, she has to double move because she has to get out of the cloud.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. At the end of her turn, let's do more spells. Let's do some more fun more spells. And cast a... Oh, this is silly, but I kind of want to do it. Let's do an 8th level magic missile.
At
Oh.
whom?
Not someone who can cast shield, that's for sure. Let's hit Hallie.
Ow.
That makes sense.
Okay. I think it's... Fucking, how many darts is that?
That's at 8th level
10?
it'd be 10, yeah.
10 darts. Okay.
Wait. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's 3 plus 1 per spell level. It
Oh,
scales
that's
really
right.
badly.
32 force damage for Hallie.
Ow.
Mm. I'm
It's still
probably gonna go down
Pretty
next
fucking
round.
good. Yeah, I'm probably going to try and hit you with another one of those. Bob, your go.
Well, not that. I started Sneaky Cloud.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Well, that all depends. So I have to roll for at the start of my turn,
Yep,
correct?
con please. It's a fail.
And so damage is
28 poison.
okay, 14. And then I'll move back a bit and I'll use my higher level spells to cast a Dispel Magic on the Cloud Kill.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What level is Cloud Kill in my
Fifth, I
brain?
believe.
It is 5th, yes.
Are you using a
Okay.
5th level slot?
I am indeed using a 5th level slot because I've been saving my big spell slots.
Fair enough. Goodbye.
Poof.
Nice.
And then as
Thank
a
Oh, yeah,
bonus
you.
action, yeah, you're welcome. Bonus action, I shall let's see how much do I have. Ah, shit. Right. You did note down the scrolls that I gave to Hallie, right?
I fucking know.
Okay. The scroll of beacon and 2 mass healing words. I have them here. It's still saved, just in case. Because you weren't. You said you were going to use them for the last fight.
Beacon of Hope would be
what-
pretty
Yeah,
nice.
they're in her sheet. I can see them right there.
Okay, so just so Stray knows, you have a scroll of beacon and 2 scrolls of
Yeah.
Yeah,
mass
but
healing word.
yeah, but I'm gonna need to use Channel Divinity to get me up before the boss goes next round. It just puts me down.
I mean, she can
Or
put you
it
down
might just
before
get
that.
it might
I'm
just get put down
probably
to lair
about to.
action, so
Yeah.
don't matter.
Don't worry, someone will get you up.
Yep.
And I will use a potion then to keep myself.
Sure. And then, yeah, at the end of your turn, I think it would be remiss to leave your cleric conscious.
I mean, what you should do is wait until after Cass's turn to put her down. I can't get her back up, clearly.
After Cass's? I mean, I get a lair action after that. I'm not worried.
Tiara is going to shoot the Lich.
Yeah,
I
well,
just
hold
said
on.
I'm doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doing a spell. All right, so we've done the 8s. We've done the 7. I mean, it's not a magic missile, but if it hits, it's fucking ridiculous.
You can disintegrate her?
I could.
I mean, you should, but Jesus Christ. It's a little mean.
It is very mean.
That would be pretty bad.
Let's see, disintegrate one of the ones that you just die at 0, or
Yes.
Yes, you turn to dust
Yeah.
if you hit 0, including
Yeah, that's just a
everything
dead-
you've got that's
And
not
you
magic.
Dead stray.
They can't be revivified. They're just dead forever.
None of us even
Goodbye.
have fucking Revivify anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, well,
For
fair enough then.
Ooh.
Get fucked, Hallie.
Oh no.
Like, yeah.
Good luck on your deck save, Cow.
No.
He dies literally even if she saves.
That's unfortunate. Goodbye,
Yeah.
Hallie.
Yeah.
I think.
Fucking, well, she's resistant to necrotic. Oh, that's forced.
It's
Oh,
force
Jesus.
damage.
Oh, well, yeah. It's a fucking Lich in belt service. Why wouldn't it?
I'm. Oh, it's saved for all day. Well, just don't
Yeah,
Oh.
fail.
just
Good.
don't fail your save, Cow.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Dexterity saving throw, please, Hallie.
You can have my
use
inspiration.
I already have it.
You already have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
Well,
It's fine.
Good luck.
no.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And a
Okay.
50
Well, I guess I'll go back to bed then.
oh, Hallie.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that.
I am so sorry.
Zap.
Yeah, I'm
You
out of counter
watch.
spells.
Yeah. Oh wait, Cassie has a counter spell.
No, she
She could
doesn't.
stop this.
Oh,
Does
She
she
doesn't
not?
have a line of sight, and she doesn't have any counter spells left.
Fuck. Let's see here. Does Ariel? I would feel bad if
She doesn't even have third level spell slots.
she could have a scroll. Let's see here.
As far as I know, the only scroll of counter spell we have, we've already used up.
yeah.
God, she's a lot of shit.
No, you don't have it.
No, yeah, I'm afraid not. You guys watch as Rihanna's hand streaks out towards Hallie. A bolt of sickly green light hits her, and she turns to dust.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Well,
And
I
it's
guess
Tiara's go.
probably see you guys in deserts then.
Fuck. Well, she can't do it again at least, but that is small mercy, unfortunately. Tiara.
TR will attack the Lich.
Remember to use your magic arrows.
Yes, I am. I know.
Hit, hit. 38 damage. Faunra.
Faunra will get up and will pray, and then she will raise her. As she does that, she will raise her sword and let out a furious scream, and will use her bonus action to Zealous Presence. And she will step around this guy and will attack the Lich from behind.
Hit. Hit. Deceased. Your blade digs deep and cuts dead through the middle of the Lich. She splits into two halves and crumples into a pile of bones. There is a shudder and a vibration in the air as the weight of undeath in this place is at once dispatched. The sound of thousands of angry xylophones collapsing to the ground is the response to your battle. And the fight is done. The sounds of roaring and swinging from the paladin outside come at once to a stop.
Do these bony boys also drop?
Yes, they crumple into heaps.
Fuck, she wasn't that tough. Allie? The fuck? Oh god.
There is a pile of her gear in ash.
Allie? He's just gonna
No,
drop to his knees and run his hands through the dust. Fuck, someone get Jesse Biles. We gotta do something.
Yeah, Jessie will
Fortunately,
quickly pull out everything she has that could be used as storage.
She's just desperately gonna fucking by hand fill vials full of Allie.
careful, careful. Just get out a small brush. Here, brush it up.
Yeah. Sure. Well, Mom can fix this. I'm sure Mom can fix this.
Breathe, focus.
Fuck you, focus.
You didn't see it fucking happen, okay? So, yeah, you're not the only one trying to keep their fucking shit together.
The party gather around the fallen pile of Hallie and judiciously fill bottles, boxes, containers, everything they have with every speck of dust that they can get, down to the tweezers. There is a burning, crackling, like lightning ozone smell in the air. It begins to develop first. It was like a waft in the background as they start worrying about like you're all having some kind of Hallie trauma induced stroke.
Roll Arcana to identify what that might be.
Yeah, go for it.
At 20.
Someone powerful is trying to teleport in here, but there are defenses in place to prevent that from occurring.
Outside, there's
yeah.
a hole outside.
Yeah, let's quickly step out back to the front.
Sure. And when you step out to the front of this place, I'm bother changing the map up, don't need to. It's pretty terrifying, because it's an ocean of bone. Like, there is a perfect, like, clean 1 mile radius where there isn't a single bone. Like, it looks like someone printed a biome down in a game. And then it just starts becoming bones and corpse bits of dirt and meat and horrible things. The whole earth a mile from this tower in every direction has been upturned, and now there are just dead bodies everywhere. In the distance, further down the hills, you can see the rest of the knights are mobilizing, triages occurring. The fight was a short one, but they still have actual just soldiers of darkness and elites to put down. They are as yet about 10 miles away from you guys, but you've got Bob's keen vision to see they are occupied, but they appear to be winning their fight now that the dead have collapsed all of a sudden. It seems to have taken some of the foes, taken the wind out of their sails. And then there's that ozone smell again, crackling away. This time, a great big tear in reality opens up. Morgan, looking quite pregnant, will step through. She's a little bit pallid and pale this time and turns around to throw up. It's a very blue color.
Whoa. Go and put a hand on her back.
It's fine, pregnancy sickness. I was trying to watch, but it's difficult to watch. It... She pauses and looks over the party.
I'll just hold up a bag of Hallie.
Oh, sweetie.
Can you, Hallie got a disintegration cast on her.
Fuck. Give me a perception test. Or an insight.
Alright, those
Everyone in
are
the party
both
can
bad.
do so. 26. Okay. She registers an understanding of this and is now clearly doing some mental mathematics.
If you need Residium, we got it in spades, so you don't have to sacrifice your own.
What? No,
I don't...
I can't consume more Residium. I would die. That said, I do have a wish. I have one. One for the rest of ever.
Ken, I have a question. Is it possible to make that into a scroll?
No.
Wait. Bob, fucking... True Resurrection is a druid spell. Can't you, toke up on Residium?
It's been too long. The only resurrections that can be performed are with this. She will hold up a scroll of wish or revivify, which does not work on the
True Resurrection
disintegrated.
is the one that works on,
Yes, but also it's banned in setting.
That's what?
Resurrection and True Resurrection are banned.
Resurrection and True Resurrection were banned. Always have been.
Oh, I see.
They just don't work. Same as with yours.
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation does
Reincarnate
work.
wouldn't work.
You can reincarnate someone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, we should just reincarnate Hallie.
But disintegrate says only.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Okay. Well, then I have this. It could accomplish untold anythings. The glue that holds the world together. I could instead use this on Hallie. But I can't make that decision alone. And I want you to consider very carefully what it means that I'm holding this out here to you.
That's
the
a
one.
lot of power.
It is. I can't make that decision for you. I'm going to be the one casting this once the morning sickness stops. But
Occurs to me that Tajana would know in character how much Hallie means to Stray.
well, of course, yes.
It's
Yeah.
no, it's fine. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, the one wish of the campaign is a pretty big ask, especially considering other people might die too.
It's true. Well, Hallie is also a good stop of preventing that.
Yeah. I mean, I was more thinking like if Tammy dies, That's a campaign over, potentially.
Potentially.
Can I remember something about sacrificing half your soul to bring someone back?
No, that was to get rid of trauma.
No, it has
No.
been done. That is
By
how.
the king.
Yes.
Can someone else do that? Is that a well-known phenomenon?
Well known, absolutely not, but it can be done.
Well,
I do remember the one that lost the cleric that lost her ability. What was her name again?
Liliana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that easy, though. She had a body to work with.
She did, yes. It could potentially be done. I imagine on someone disintegrated, it's even more difficult. And I'll make an Arcana test for
I'll assist.
sure. Okay. Just roll really well. Guidance, Bob, when you cast guidance on her, it completely fizzles. It's not strong enough.
Okay.
That said, she has something else. Correct. All right. With a 44. Yes, okay. It would take me some time to construct a fresh Hallie from scratch. It could be done with her dust. That's not a quick process, though, but it can be done.
Okay.
What do we have to do?
Well, from one of you, I'll need half a soul, and sorry, Faunra, before you recommend it, yours is already one step through the grave. I can't use yours.
Miranda'd give
Oh.
it
Sure.
willingly, I'm sure.
Who
No.
would willingly, sorry?
Miranda, her, wife.
Ah, of course. Yes.
I think sharing a soul between the two of them would be, without
That would
question.
probably be beneficial. They'll both be a bit of a state.
Yeah, well,
Wait. I have a question. Would
We
you
all have
be?
questions.
Would it
Go
be?
on.
Yes. Would it be easier if you had actual bits of Hallie to work with?
Just said that I could use the dust. Yes, I will need literally all of it, every single speck of it.
No. I mean the fact that I do remember that Miranda did brush Hallie.
I have all of her body right here in these vials, assuming you haven't dropped any. I don't think a piece of older hair is going to change anything there.
Okay, no, I was.
At
I don't
worst,
really
it
know
could
how
have
it.
multiple different hairs in it, and that would be a challenge.
yeah, ease up, Bob. We got what we need.
It's not a quick process. It's about a month to rebuild her. That's a long time.
It is, but it's a sure thing, and that doesn't burn up the one wish that could save reality. Well, I think that's a fair compromise.
Okay. Very well. Hand over all of your Hallie, and I suppose once I have stopped feeling nauseous, I will go and find and fetch Miranda.
You want to come inside? It's safe now.
No, I won't be able to teleport back out if I go in there. I doubt it's safe either. It's probably being watched by Dragul.
Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Probably laughing his fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, we can't tell a single soul what we are doing right now because we're breaking the rules a lot.
Right. I'll tell everyone that Hallie went with
What else new?
you for something special,
Of course.
helping you with an experiment.
I'll take all of her things as well, so those don't just randomly turn up and ask questions.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
Don't thank me yet. I've still got to perform it. I hate to think that this turns out being false hope, but I will be doing what I can.
You offered a wish, the wish, to us. That alone deserves a thank you.
Honey, the wish has always been for all of you.
Just like
Just depended on when I would reveal it.
Just gonna go in and give her a hug.
Of course, she'll hug back tightly.
Mm.
She will do the same for each of you. She is no stranger
Yeah.
to the sorrow of loss.
Tana knows just how true that is, too.
Yep. She goes in with the big hugs for everybody. And gathers up the Hallie and vanishes with a crackle.
Okay, let's just assume that's going to work. Go back in, get our shit. Keep our collective shit together. And go join the Knights.
Faunra will just put a bag in Tristan's hand.
Huh.
I grabbed everything off of that corpse.
Good.
When you... Oh yeah, in fact, I can also reveal it. The one magic item that she had on her person, all those like gems and stuff exploded when their respective spells failed or were dispelled. But there is something here that Kina will recognize.
Oh? Huh.
Silk's family
Oh,
storage.
Kina, yeah.
Oh.
Your Necrospooder.
Oh, my necklace food.
It is the bag of corpse storage, and it will hold attuned dead in it for a while. I should probably tell Ariel that Hallie's going to be okay.
No, don't say.
No, that's too fucking mean.
That
It
is pretty.
is.
That's
All
pretty.
right.
That's pretty mean.
Sign. Didn't stray. Oh, yeah.
Take the bag, heft it a couple times. Ugh. Well, it'll make some good residium, I guess.
Well, surely we could use that for, like, just moving normally dead people. Unfortunately, there's probably going to be a few of them on this island. Return them to inter them.
Yeah, I mean that too, but out of this campaign, we don't really cart a lot of intact corpses around.
True.
Princess, thank you for stepping in.
we go. Just explain that to Ariel. Yeah, the princess will look over you and glare. She's covered in bone dust. She makes to say something and passes her hidden insight, and opts not to challenge you all in the wake of one's passing. She'll just simply up nod and wait by the hole she has made in the wall for you to finish. Yeah, I mean, that is a question for now. Stray, while Hallie is being rebuilt, do you want to play as a backup? You may also play as this paladin.
Well, my question was, is even when Hallie comes back, am I going to be losing class levels?
No.
That'd just be mean.
If you sleep for a month, then you can be awake for Hammer, and then maybe that'll be done in a month. If Mers actually runs her game.
It's true.
It does require
That's
Mers
also
to
true,
actually
yeah.
run
Like,
her game.
yeah, if you would also like the month off, well, the in-game month off to score some more sleep, that's also 100% an option if you would prefer it.
I'll make the decision when I'm not operating off of 2.5 hours of sleep.
Probably
Yeah.
a good idea.
That
otherwise,
alone
yeah, you'll
answers the question.
yes, if you would
It
like
really
to.
does.
Yeah, the options are totally there for you. If you would like to take the break, you're welcome to, or if you would like to use a stand-in. And of those stand-ins, you could certainly run the Princess Therese, who is a big, strong paladin.
You could also play Miranda for a bit, since she'll
You
need
could
to be
also play
cruising
Miranda
with
a bit.
us.
Actually, no, because Miranda's going to be busy with Hallie.
Oh, is she going to be there for the whole month?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I mean,
I
clearly,
do have
the true suggestion is to play Mayrod, the Mighty.
I do have a question then.
Sure.
Faunra saw a bunch of stuff when she died. What does Hallie see?
That is a tremendously good point. So, Faunra's destined section of the field is quite different from Hallie's. You appear, I was going to say barefoot, but you're always bare-hooved. Bare-hooved and naked in a beautiful golden field of wheat. When you look around yourself, you can see many other people who are barefoot or pregnant or, just obviously if they're male, they're not pregnant, are in similar states of being in the prime of their body's corporeal form. You yourself, I'm fairly sure Hallie still had room to grow, but Tish, so you're just in the form you're at your perishing. And you can see that there are large angelic figures, many of them minotaurish as before. One of them notices you and takes a wing down before wrapping you in a great big hug. Welcome, sister.
What happened?
A good question. She'll lower herself down and rests a hand upon your cheek, and she concentrates for a moment. You smell this weird ozone smell for a second, Hallie, like a weird lightning crackle or something, and the angelic figure will squint. Well, that's not very fair at all.
Huh?
You were struck down by a spell, but it appears you're only going to be a temporary visitor? She frowns and scratches the back of her head. Well, I don't think that's ever happened before.
Player characters.
Yeah, she hasn't dealt with a perished Embla player character before.
Someone casting Revivify on me then?
She shakes her
Looks-
head. No, you were disintegrated, but it
Oh.
appears that powerful players are cheating.
Oh.
I'm going to have to take this up with the biggest sister.
Okay. Tell Big Sis Embla I said hi.
Oh, no, you'll be coming along with me to tell her yourself.
I was about to say, I think you're coming with her.
She offers a hand.
Hallie will take it.
And she is going to lift off. You aren't like pulled along. It's sort of that walking in the air kind of thing where you just are flying at her pace. And you can see this endless golden field goes on quite beautifully, and it extends further out. There are orchards and giant farmhouses and
It is
manors,
an endless
towers,
golden field.
buildings. It is endless, glorious golden fields. People of all shapes and sizes beneath you. Some look up at seeing twin figures passing overhead, but you are descending upon a much larger house. It looks like the most typical warm, comfy country cottage. Was Geralt Emblemite?
Oh no, it never came up.
I think he was probably Waylandite.
Ah,
Who?
Geralt, Hallie's old master, the
Ah,
one who was perished in the fights. You avenged.
yeah, never came up.
what?
You avenged him. That
We
was
did
that
one-
beast
did
that
a
fought,
gold
and you
quest?
had a big funeral. He was returned in a state of honors. Do you not remember that at all?
We had a funeral procession down into the
We-
crypt.
No, I mean,
all
his
got-
faith never came up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, no, yeah. He was a Waylandite. Yeah, as I say, like, imagine in your head, like, the homeliest comfy cottage. It's got, like, that same camera filter on it that they had at the end of Lord of the Rings, the Golden Field farmhouses. Everything's just, like, got a warm glow up. Whatever you're imagining, it's probably correct. Hallie, you are led inside, and the door is gently shut behind you. There is a soft little moo. You are scooped up into a big hug, and we shall return to what you saw later. But Embler is going to be very annoyed that someone is stealing her followers. You're all her precious babies. It's not fair to take them out, but, you know, doesn't especially have a choice in this case.
We
Someone
have
is
done this
cheating.
twice now. It's true.
Yeah.
I think, but the thing is, Revivify is.
Yeah, no, Revivify is fine. Like, that happens. Especially since Faunra is of the group of religious zealots who are very good at being revivified. No, in this case, it's an outright theft.
It is. Well, I'm gonna have to pick up some scrolls to revivify.
Yeah, we are gonna need somebody to pick one or two of those up just in case.
Bob cast revivify now.
I don't.
can't-
Is that a
Can
Druid spell
druids
even?
reviv-
Let's see.
Why would a
I think
druid
it
have a
might have
useful
been with
spell on it?
because Tasha's.
It is on the Druid spell list actually.
It wasn't
Surprisingly
originally
enough.
then. I guess Tasha's did put it in, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Revivify sure used to be just Cleric and Paladin. Looks like they unfucked druids at least a smidge there.
Yeah. So
A smidge.
yeah, Bob can prepare revivify if Hedrah wants.
Which
Yeah, that's gonna be a permanent one.
Yep. Good plan. Then you can make nature tests to write more Revivify
I'm
scrolls
still
if
gonna
need
pick
be.
up some scrolls to revivify.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I'm a
Oh,
very
goodness.
last ditch effort because I have to roll for it.
Well, yeah, but definitely a
Actually-
last-ditch effort to hang on to.
no, we
Yeah.
should give Ariel the scrolls because it's on the Paladin spell list too. And it's on the Artificer spell list 3.
Wait, you could use Revivify?
Apparently.
What the fuck? Wow, they added it to a lot of people when it used to be just Cleric Paladin.
I guess they're gonna
Well,
be
then-
fucking writing out scrolls then.
I guess so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that takes
Yeah, I
some
appreciate it.
time. But yeah.
It does take some
Yeah.
time.
In the meantime, however, I have a dungeon of loot.
Dungeon does have loot. So, as you go around this place, you have a chance to go into that library proper. Also, you find the ladder hatch that takes you to the top of the tower. there is literally nothing special about the top of this tower. It can see pretty far in every direction, but you're also looking at the most interesting thing occurring, which is that fight. And it looks like the knights are doing well and clearing that one up.
To the library, then. And we're going to bring Bob and his massive passive perception.
You find a 12-book set on how to perform +1 enchantments efficiently, a book on how to create ritual weapons and armor, a book on design your own magical mansion. You too can live in luxury. There are 6 players' handbooks and a dungeon master's guide for a tabletop role-playing adventure set in a fantastical elven island. That happens to be the map that Faunra found. It was actually for an RPG.
Nerd.
The Necronom icon, a book full of poisons that can be risen, whose victims can be risen as CR 6 to 8 undead.
Interesting.
A Legacy of Death, which is a collection of encounters between giants and knights. It's mostly written in Giantish, and probably Therese would be interested in this. How to Cook Dragon. The book is exactly what you think it is.
Great.
A bunch of musical books and poetry.
Mm.
There is a hollow book containing a flask, which Faunra found before. And there is a hollow book containing a plump silver butt plug.
A plump one.
It's plump. It's one of those ones broad at the base, don't go very deep though.
Mm.
It's a stretching toy. There is a treatise of the +1 person. The +1 attunement slot requires attunement, and other such hilarious wizard queries. And then there is an actual treatise on the +1 person, followed by a book on how to avoid residium poisoning. And then a series of experiment journals, +1 people and beyond.
I'm going to reserve the residium poisoning book for Morgan. Maybe she can find something of value in there.
And then last of all are the Sunstar family records. And while you were looking through this place, you found the urn of Eliath Sunstar I and Visa Sunstar, who is also known as the Herald of the Second Crusade. Eliath Sunstar II is the one responsible for all those +1 weapons, so it makes sense to find a 12-book set on how to perform those.
Does Bob's massive perception detect anything unusual in this library?
It's an investigation check, really.
Okay.
Bob doesn't notice anything weird at all. It appears to be a still library.
Let's see if there's anything to find.
Yeah, one of these bookcases has a hollow in it.
Gasp.
You know when the bookcase is just like the full body at the bottom, so it just looks like the stand that holds the whole thing up. So it's not just like board, book, board, book, board, because it's how you ruin the books on the bottom of the bookshelf if they don't have any support. Hiding in one of those support alcoves is a wooden chest.
Oh.
And in here, although the rest of this, like the contents of this library, like they are immaculate, like every book here, none of these books are magical, but they've all been mended and returned to their place in the library. Like, it was fucking legit. What was she going to do? Not mend all of these fucking books?
Only if
this,
she didn't have
however,
mend.
Yep. This section, however, has not been seen to with mending. It's hidden in the base of this bookcase. After all, it was covered in a thick layer of dust.
Oh, something she didn't find. Well. What do we have here?
A trapped chest.
Yeah, I will make sure it's not trapped before we try and open it.
I need to double check what this is, because I don't think it's 5e standard.
E3.
Does the flask have something in it?
The flask,
where?
It has gin in it.
Okay. The flask in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It appears to contain gin. Is that?
Who are the Sunstars again? Do we know?
They're a family
Yeah.
of
Yes, we do
enchanters.
know.
Okay.
Okay, I can't use that one. That one's too sad.
Oh, come on. Well, what is it?
The Blade of Morning.
Oh,
It's someone's homebrew, and it's a +3 longsword with the reach property. If you use this sword to damage a living creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw at the end of their turn. On a success, they're brought to unhappy thoughts of loved ones. On a failure, they break out crying and fall prone.
oh.
Ooh, yeah, that is very sad.
Yeah, a creature without loved ones, such as a construct or some forms of undead, are unaffected. Can't feel sad if you don't love no one, I guess.
Then they burst out crying because they don't have any loved ones.
Yep.
It's an existential crisis at that point. Yeah, Vade makes a good point. It's a long sword.
Yeah, no, so yeah, it had a reach property, which is odd.
Yeah.
It's a longing sword.
Ooh.
I can't find it. Where are you? Here we go. What is this item? Okay, you can't have this either. It's called the Apparatus of the Crab.
Crab.
The thing
Apparatus
is
of Polish?
ridiculous. It's the one where you climb inside and operate a gigantic lobster.
It's a crab
that'd be the,
mecha.
Crab mecha.
Isn't that the apparatus of Qualish the same thing?
Yeah,
Probably.
basically.
Yeah, I think that's just the names filed off basic rules version. Like Tiny Hut versus Leomin's Tiny Hut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's called the Rod of Lordly Might.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh,
Holy
dear.
shit.
I don't know what that is actually.
One of the like
Another
iconic
basic rules
legendary
meta.
items of Dungeons and Dragons.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
it is in fact legendary.
It is legendary. It is base game.
Yep.
This rod has a flanged head, and it functions as a magic mace. It grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. It has properties associated with 6 different buttons, or in this case runes, because buttons are for weirdos, that are set in a row along the half. It has 3 other properties as well, detailed below. It has the 6 runes. You can press one of the 6 runes as a bonus action. Its effect lasts until you press a different one, or until you press the same one again, which causes the rod to revert to its normal form. If you press the button 1, it becomes Flame Tongue. As a fiery blade sprouts from the opposite end of the rod's flanged head. That's right, it is a lightsaber. If you press button 2, the flanged heads fold down and 2 crescent-shaped blades spring out, transforming the rod into a magical battle axe that grants +3 bonuses to attack and damage rolls made with it. If you press button 3, the flanged head folds down and a spear point springs from it. The rod's handle lengthens to a 6-foot halved, turning into a magic spear that is +3. Button 4 is a 50-foot climbing pole, and it anchors, which is pretty wicked, and then horizontal bars sprout out until it becomes a ladder that can hold up 4,000 pounds of weight. Button 5, it turns into a handheld battering ram, and it grants +10 bonuses to break through doors and barricades. And the 6th one, it assumes or remains in its normal form and indicates magnetic north. It gives you knowledge of your approximate depth beneath the ground or your height above it. Those are what the buttons do. It still has other features. Drain life. When you hit someone using the rod, you can force them to make a DC 17 con save. On a failure, they take an extra 46 necrotic, and you regain a number of hit points equal to half of that damage. Can't be used again until the next dawn. Or I'm just going to say long rest, because that's just an old holdover. Paralyze. When you hit them with the rod, you can force them to make a DC 17 strength save, or be paralyzed for a minute. Ending the effect on a success. They can try at end of each turn, can't be used until long rest. And last of all, Terrify. While holding the Rod of Lordly Might, use an action to force each creature within 30 that you can see to make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failure, they're frightened of you for a minute. Again, long rest.
That's a fucking crazy weapon.
Yeah,
And it is classic. Classic.
it is. It has been in D&D since like the ancient days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I convert my dexterity, most of my dexterity into strength for this.
well, I found it, and Krista's the trick blade weapon wielder, so into
Yeah,
the caddy bag you go, son.
That's so mean.
this is the whole caddy bag.
And once
I don't
again,
really mind.
Aspen loots to himself.
So, add handout. I will make it its own one.
You can just actually just drag it out of
Can
the
you actually
compendium.
drag it out?
Yeah, yeah. Just try and drag it onto the main screen and it'll stick into the sidebar.
Oh yeah, it does. It does pull it over like a creature card. Okay.
Chat says we call that one the Tarn Special. And by Chat I mean Ben. Hi Ben.
Hey, bang.
There you go.
The Rod of Lordly Might.
Apparently, though, when you turn it into a handout, it loses literally all of its like. I don't know why it would lose like italics and bolds and lines.
Well, I can finally become Tarnavok. We have a flame tongue. Alright. Speaking of which, actually, is there any magical auras emanating from these urns we've found?
Yes. There are active, like, necromancy spells on them that didn't trigger.
Okay. Can I?
They tried to trigger, they did not.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were going to
yeah, I see,
animate
'cause-
that. They were going to animate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah.
and flash myself there, I guess. Okay, 25 then, to see if I can disable these necromancy spells. Carve some runes out or something.
Yeah, you can fuck that up pretty adeptly if you put an hour's work into it.
Good. I will do so. And then once that's done, we open them to see if there's any magic items inside.
Sure, you find a key to the door.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep, you were correct on that one. Let's see here. You find a +1 dagger. This +1 dagger, the dagger itself is like really crude. Usually you'd expect it to be done for like masterwork weapons for obvious reasons.
It's
This one
baby's
looks like
first +1.
baby's first +1 dagger.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna leave that in there. I don't want to.
It's really precious. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You hope you get baby's first +1 dagger one day.
Yeah, I do. All right. Oh.
There we go. I fixed the formatting on that rod a little bit.
Poor Stray.
I'm sorry, Stray. It just the liches are scary.
Liches bitches.
Liches are bitches.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't collect her phylactery. You didn't collect her phylactery, correct?
They
Well,
don't-
it's not in this tower. They were not stupid enough to actually leave
Yeah,
their
no.
phylactery here.
It's in their actual tower, probably.
You might not
you
even
guys
be there.
didn't. She didn't get a chance to do what she wanted to do as well, which is to ask you what happened to her fucking tower.
What'd we do to her tower?
What tower?
Morgan at some point is going to send a message to you guys to brag and ask if the Lich was at least pissed off about it.
Morgan.
She'll be. She's going to be really sad when you tell her that she'd never mentioned anything. Before she explains that her new friend God blew up the Lich's tower because it was being used to create interdimensional portals.
Freya did it.
That was the wish the gods asked for. The Lich was trying to turn their tower into like a move your forces around the world throughput device, like fucking 40 portals that could just dump people anywhere. And the gods were like, we've gotta like not let it do that. That's fucked. And so Senatrea came in, and yeah, what she did though, Morgan isn't quite sure herself. According to her, Senatrea split the tower in half, and there's a tree growing in it now.
Starwood tree.
Starwood.
Yep.
Huh.
Amazing.
Morgan, of course, has never seen a Starwood. She doesn't know what that is or how that functions. She would love to take a look at it, but she obviously can't go investigate. But yeah, the Lich is actually really worried about which fucking knight or adventurer managed to blow up her tower, and now there's a tree growing in it that she can't do anything to.
I wonder if that destroyed her.
Or more correctly, won't do anything to, because the tree is really magic, and she wants to see how that plays out because she's a Lich. Duh.
For a second, when you said blew up, I thought like, did she take a shit on the tower and use the fertilizer?
Shit all over the tower.
I mean, that is also within Senatrea's purview. It's true, but
she wouldn't want to make that dude's
her
fields fertile.
That's how she grew the star tree.
Senatrea fertilizer is for growing star trees in.
Yeah.
It
is a precious gift to the mortal world.
It was so kind of her to take a dump on my doorstep, then, I guess.
Yeah, like, I believe it was mentioned as well, like, you've got, like, the world's most fantastic fertilizer. That is actually a fact. She may have dumped on your lawn, but it's really good for your lawn.
It's not nearly as mean-spirited as you think it is.
It's funny, though. It's still funny.
It is really funny.
It's still mean-spirited.
Yeah, it is mean and it is funny, but it's not nearly as bad as you think, as you might have initially thought.
You know, if there was even a single drop of rain and that stuff gets into the ground and starts spreading out, suddenly Pergolith is a lot more verdant and fertile fields than you would ever fucking expect. Yes,
Greymore.
you know, the entire...
Igniferous.
Yeah, but...
Was it Igniferous? I thought it was dumped on Greymore.
No,
it was at Greymore because your family's there.
Yeah.
Right.
Really? I thought she took a shit right on, like, not that
I
thought that changed.
Maybe both. Why not both?
She did one, went to Taco Bell, did another.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't really have done anything on Igniferous because even just outside wouldn't have done anything.
Oh yeah, I mean that stuff was no doubt like shoveled out to wagons and delivered to the people setting up all their farms. But yeah, Senatrea's big fucking wish that the gods asked for because they weren't allowed to directly intervene, or more correctly, they didn't want to. I don't know how best to put it.
Didn't want to mess around
They didn't want to like crack into the unspoken agreement. Like, you know how we do our like whole person-y thing, yada yada yada. Fair game's fair game. If the gods start intervening in whatever this Lich is up to, they don't really want to be responsible for retaliation.
They might get Uncle Wintered.
Yeah, basically. They aren't as strong as Senatrea. But no amount of divining will explain to this Lich what the fuck happened. Because Senatrea turned up and used a wish to shit a Starwood into the middle of their tower and split it in half.
Completely destroying a metric fuck ton of stuff.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely, completely fucked up all of their mobility.
If I remember correctly, the Starwood tree is anchored in reality as well as the divine, which probably puts a pretty big, cork on anything, planary. Because I remember Savin talking about how it grows like that.
I ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You are
ain't
you are
saying
you are
shit.
you are
I
totally
fucking
welcome to wonder.
remember. I fucking remember. But anyway, so
Yeah, there you have it. When you turn this place over, there aren't masses of loot to be divested out of this area, but you do come up with a fuck ton of quite useful books and also a nerd's role-playing game. And then you find the Rod of Lordly Might, which sort of blows a lot of that out of the water.
Faunra will come back in after a bit, and will definitely say we should burn the Necronomicon. It should be destroyed. It is definitely some big heresy.
Yep. Also, Jesse will say, also that how to cook dragons. That's fucked up. Just try that too.
Yeah, I
Oh.
was already on the case on that
by
one.
the way, I would say that you make notes of the effects and what it goes into the said poisons.
Oh yeah, actually, maybe we can use it for antidotes.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a
Yes.
good point. There's almost certainly nothing of value in this dragon book, though. Crystal, hand the poison book to Jesse. There you go.
Yes, because what's it called? I thought about that. The fact that it's a deadly poison raises them from 2 undead. It
Yeah,
could
that
make you
poison is where those you know how our undead masters just seem to like just generically yank a zombie out that's a real motherfucker. I was like, I need a canon reason for this because that's just how my brain is wired. The idea of poisons that prepare bodies that are killed by it for summoning into powerful undead seemed like an interesting one.
Yeah, and the Bubs is talking about the fact that if the poison is used to like poison, a village, water, things like.
Yeah, that would be pretty tragic. And yeah, Jesse will get that one back to the forest and see if they can't get their experts on it and get some antidotes produced for the Night Holds.
Well, if there's nothing left of value here, let's see if we can pitch in on that battlefield.
By the time you leave, that they're already sorted.
No, yeah. Still trudge that way anyway, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let Cass resume her normal, majestic form.
Mm-hmm. The princess will tell you where she's headed. She'll give you that at the very least. She's obviously not going to follow you back to a whole bunch of knights, or
No.
she's probably just going to end up getting in a very bad fight.
Crystal, let's point out, last we know, the boss of the whole Dark Horde is yonder.
Right, we're not actually done on this island.
No.
All right, so they're gone and they're gone. These guys are both here. Freeze is here. She's going to actually head for this other tower.
Okay. Have fun.
Yeah, because if they are raising more giant skeletons, she wants to make sure that that fucking stops. Oh, also these guys have had enough time to move up. And let's see how they've been doing. Oh, yeah, they crush it. Okay.
Good.
It's up a 1 force loss. This is a 17. Maybe the elites do some damage. No, they don't. Okay. 1 force loss. It costs them a whole 1 person in attrition when they get pincered. And then continue on their merry way. But you guys have the lead on them.
Yes, yes we do.
They really got, like, held up back here. That was pretty fucking tragic.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we also got held up in this for a while.
You were in there for, like, a few hours.
Well, not just underwater, but also having to trudge through the mountains and clear this whole place out.
The mountains and the town and the castle. Yeah.
Yeah, it helps that the Night Squad on your side of the wall just, like, fucking never failed. They just succeeded and kept succeeding. Alright, let's see. There's a supply base here, there's a supply base there, and there's now a supply base here. And probably a connection at the water here. Or at least a lookout. So yeah, you guys are taking over Giant Isle pretty well.
Yeah. Well, let's head back to HQ, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or wait for them to get to
no,
us.
they're probably
whichever.
they're probably just going to open up a camp here now.
Yeah. We'll go down there.
Okay, Possession Force was also here. As was Lady
Isabel.
And really just like a fucking stack, all of them. It's a death ball over there.
Yay.
Their
I'm
macro
gonna-
is really high.
When we're done here, when we go back to have our downtime, I'm gonna have to keep a secret from my fucking boss. I don't like that. That's not good.
Yeah.
You should just take downtime at the Dragonhold, where I also will be keeping a secret from my boss.
Yeah.
You are more than welcome to come and fucking groove.
Chill in
at the
Druid land.
Grove.
Yeah, the Grove is pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't have to lie to anybody there.
Exactly.
It'll be peaceful as well.
It's
There's just gonna be like happy animals, lots of little apprentices. It's a good time.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you can have some actual peace and quiet for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, they've got condos. You just have a condo.
Yeah, an actual nice clean bed, fresh food and fruit.
But we can figure that out
Yeah,
later.
But yeah, of course. That's
nice-
the case for later. But yes, Bob's Grove is actually pretty much the perfect place to chill out for a while for recoveries and stuff. I mean, fucking that's what Lily did. Yeah, it's a good location.
So,
But yeah, as you step out onto the field, the night insertion and everyone seems to be doing pretty well for themselves. You, of course, do get asked where Hallie is.
I'll just say my mom took her and she'll be back in a month or so. This is very urgent.
All right. Give me a deception, because that's the truth, but let's face it, that's not how you are delivering it.
Okay. I will try.
I will.
Yeah, you can obviously
Anyone else
Cass will help in. She's right there.
Yeah, appreciate that. Let's see. I don't have that on. Deception is not my best stat, but you know, all right. No, actually, it's fine. It's fine. It's great. I'm glad I got rid of that mania.
Wait, you know, yeah, when you crit, my first instinct is like, oh, there's something's cracked, and there's a very clear coping mechanism now. You know, when someone does that, oh, everything's fine, it's great.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine. It's great.
Tristan's gonna have a breakdown in like a week's time when the reality of it hits him. Like he just gets up in the morning to go help her with milking because he forgot, and then he's just gonna be devastated.
Tristan's been bottling up a lot of shit on this island because now he has his kids on the way. Hallie fucking died. He got his Mac on with Belle. It's just everything is just bottle that shit up for later. Just not dealing with any of this right now.
Would you like a fresh substance to abuse?
No, I'm all right, thank you.
Would you like some laudanum for the rest of this island?
I have laudanum, thank you. But I'm
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Okay then.
I'm the laudanum dealer of the party.
It's true.
Yeah.
I stole someone's prescription.
Oh my god, it's so dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how the opioid crisis
has he-
starts. Except it's just fucking brain
Indeed.
juice.
I will say this, that Bob knows them to burden Trist with all the emotions, so it's gonna have a little time to look to see when it can get a hold of Faunra in private.
Sure.
Just making sure that nobody's around. Yes. So how you doing?
I am doing all right, I suppose. All things considered.
Yeah. It just gives us one of those, like slight laugh, chuckle things. You know what I noticed during this whole thing?
What's that?
I can't cry.
That does make sense.
Yes. It does make sense. So it's much easier to not see the pain in the face, but that also makes it worse to express it.
Yeah.
At least at least we didn't get to see it happen.
No, I didn't. I did take the bitch's head.
That is good. That is all I could ask for, but I still blame myself. I could have done better. Could have healed Hallie. Could have blocked.
Everyone.
All
We all could have done better.
Yeah, but I was in a direct position to protect, and I fucking failed at. Goddamn.
It is. I know she will probably be back. But it is like there is a great hole in
Yeah,
the world now.
it is. It's. But just because. Oh, don't worry, she will be back. It's like. That doesn't erase the failure. That doesn't erase the act that happened.
No. Faunra is going to give Bob a hug.
Just goddamn stiffens into the hug.
It's not a crushing hug. Faunra's being very careful not to crack Bob's porcelain. Don't.
Just.
It is regrettable what happened. But you should take some solace in some matters. She wasn't run through. She was not tormented to death. It was fast. And she didn't feel anything. And if you'd sit with me for a bit, I can tell you a bit. I can tell you some of what she is to expect. And I'll reassure you, she is not going to experience anything harsh after this. I can tell you about where she's gone and what she'll experience after. It might do you some good to know that she's in a good place.
Well, Bob is just gonna wrap her arms around Faunra and put the head against chest, like forehead against chest, like just give her a hug back. It's not a very strong hug because Bob is weak as shit. You know, I can't even tremble. Huh. It is a very... I feel the pain. I feel the sadness. But I can't express it.
Such things are for the living, I would say. But you are still alive in a sense, but your body is not mortal. And such
No.
expressions are for mortals.
It would seem so. Well, out of everyone here, at least, it did the least damage. Because I don't know if it just happenstance that I volunteered or that tiny little thing in the back of the brain that knows when something is wrong just kicked me into gear to just throw myself in front of that shit. But as she had said, if no one had figured out, she would make one whether we'd like it or not. And out of everyone here, like I was the one with least to lose.
It was still a great sacrifice. Something you are coming to understand much more intimately now, I see.
Yeah, it's
You lost more than what you had assumed.
the small things she takes for granted. And I figured there were some things I would have to give up for it. Which I most was trying to avoid thinking more on it. But when y'all started talking about families and, you know, having kids, raising them, come to the realization that I can only become a mentor and never apparent.
Not with that body.
I know. That is. I understood that it was a part that you had to give up. It's just takes an actual breath to exhale. That, things like that. I've almost completely stopped automatically taking breaths.
You are forgetting what it's like to be alive
Well,
in the body anyway.
the automatic things, like I know I can breathe, but I don't automatically need it to, live. It's like you have to manually breathe. And to me, it's like you have to, like you have it only activates when it's like you have a big colored circle, which each of them activates when you look at it. So you have to pass your eyes at a certain interval over them to just activate it, but you can just skip until you start looking at the things that you need instead of what you normally see that when you were flesh. It's not a hollow experience, but it does. I do lose on some things that made me human. And I think just haven't had proper time to go through all this, and I came and the events leading up to now have, manifested like reminders of like you are missing this, and my mind is coming to the push that this is not what I normally would. This is not how I normally would react. I would do this.
Well, if you don't want to lose touch with your past, I suppose you're going to have to make an effort to make it a part of your existence again. It won't be something you just do by yourself. You'll have to turn every thing that you used to do just automatically into some sort of ingrained habit if you don't want to wholly lose touch with mortality.
Well, I have time, that's for sure.
That you do.
But do tell me at least about what the Emblemites have to look forward to. Hopefully see where
I'd be
you have
very,
been and where she can go and all that stuff.
I'd be very happy to tell you everything that I know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And I will.
Yeah,
Faunra
I
will-
think that's a good place to put that.
Faunra will offer that to other people in the party if they want to talk about, if they want to hear.
About the Embla Zone.
Yeah, so that they have some, solace, take some solace that Hallie's in a very good place and she's gonna not have any, there's not gonna be any suffering or any hardship for her. She's going to be happy where she is. Specifically, she's going to she's going to make that offer to Tristan and Tiara.
I think Tristan's going to politely refuse because otherwise he'll just cry.
That and Faunra will put a hand on Tristan's shoulder and give it a squeeze. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna bottle this up for a bit.
That's not good for you.
No, it's not, but I need to until we're off this island. I have at least one or maybe two good breakdowns due for me already.
Cass is going to
when
lean
we're
back.
done,
She's
I
probably on her side. I mean, I'd like to hear it. Maybe in the morning at least. When I'm
Sure.
not quite so gravid. Poor Tris has been through a busy time. We've got kids on the way and confessed to Isabel. Met some more of his family. I mean, he's been through a bunch.
Yes.
When Cass says that, Tristan's just glowering at Amory's tent.
Let's see if Jesse managed to sneak in so that doesn't rumble herself to Trist.
Oh, that just makes it worse.
Look, she just knows that you've got enough to deal with.
So she's gone after
Sure.
the mom and the daughter now. That's fucked up, Jesse. That is fucked up.
No, coincidentally, it was the daughter who invited Jesse.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And let's see here how quiet's Amira gonna be. Because she doesn't know Jesse's trying to keep this on the down low. How could she?
Then, okay.
It's fine, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and also with Alex and stuff.
I'm sure Jesse has some siblings.
Alright, yeah, no. Amira and Jesse keep it on the DL. Amira doesn't know why she's keeping it on the DL. Are you ashamed, Jesse? She's like, no, it's just, might be weird. There is definitely a sigh and a pause as Mira's like, have you fucked my mum? To which Jesse will say, yes. And Amira's own mommy issues tracker goes up one step. It's just a given. Still happens though, because, she's a cute redhead.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not? But still.
Yeah, her own mommy issues tracker definitely gained a notch when she's like, oh, Jesse has also had sex with my mom. Great.
That's alright, Amory. I've been there.
Yep. Many Inspiris have. And likely many more Inspiris will.
Well, if Tristan doesn't want to hear about the Embla's faith and the afterlife there for Hallie, Faunra will clasp Tristan's hand with one hand, and then pull up the other hand and show him the bloodied holy symbol that she has. Then perhaps you would be more of the mind to hear that I have sworn a blood oath to Embla and the gods that the Lich will die her final death. Will you join me in such a thing?
You know I will. I'm gonna track down that bitch's phylactery and smash it underfoot. And we'll have Hallie
Damn right
there
we
for
will.
us.
We'll make her pay for this. This is a slight that will never be forgotten.
Jess is gonna give Fawn a big warrior handshake and pull it into a hug. Good night, Faunra. We're all lucky to have you.
This is what I live for.
And we're gonna make sure you keep playing. Don't forget it.
Does my sword gain another notch of vengeance on it?
Another notch. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, you just killed that Lich. Fucking
I
what
did.
number does that put it up to?
That's 43.
Sick. Continues to grow. Where is that orb? On the left. Orb of Life Bonded Blades.
Vengeful was already at 9.
It's already at 9 and now it's up to 10.
Nice. You've created the sword of vengeance.
It lost some Huffy. You've been using it recently.
Yeah.
Gained a bit of Righteous in killing undead. And it gained 1 Protection and Purity because someone fell on it. Thinks that was some real bullshit. There you go.
Yeah.
But hey, there you have it. I think that's where we're going to go to experience.
Wait, but you said there
Oh.
was going to be more that happens with Hallie, and I might not be awake next session, depending on how I decide later on.
That
I thought
is...
the implication of that was when we get
Yeah.
Hallie back, we'll...
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
never mind
you'll
then.
learn more about what was on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just sort of like front-loading the whole of that. And
Oh.
also, you won't have anything to talk about otherwise. I intend to basically give you a DM with everything you saw and did over that month.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's go to Oxborants. So, new interesting location, first time, no. New interesting truth about the land.
Yeah, we learned about the fucking Starwood tree.
Oh yeah, Senatrea's Doom shit. New ally or lasting enemy? Yeah, Ariel, definitely
Yeah.
lasting enemy.
Yeah.
Bonus to complete a quest. Yep.
Yeah, he successfully defeated.
Threat far beyond expectations. Yeah, Lich was terrifying. You defeated them and it was at cost. Something new about a player character? Unfortunately, yes. That's 5 EXP.
Do I actually get XP for this session?
Yeah, absolutely. You're here for all of it.
Well, need 2 more XP for next level. So that's pretty baller. When was the last time I played an 11th level character? It's been a long time.
No
Is
idea.
it?
The COC&D.
No. Did we got to 11 in StrayParadox? I think we got to like 13 or something.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think so. It was a long
That
time
campaign
ago.
so far. It was there or COC&D, one of the two.
Well, in COC&D, we got to level. We
Artifacts
went
ND.
all the way to 20.
Ew.
You did go. You did go to 15 in Artifacts.
Yeah, that's not D&D though.
No,
That's
I
that
guess
shitty
not.
spin-off game.
Yeah.
Alright. If you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Ostensibly, we'll see you in like 3.5 hours for Hammer. Until then, adios, and do take care.